Every once in a while, you come across a metal band that makes a radical departure from everything you know in genres, and they cross over everything. And this is one of those such bands. However, today's new metal album, does it have what it takes to get into our collection? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to trash, kick, and beat this next one down to the ground to find out. And a warning, this is not for the faint of heart. Let's go. Terry back again with your daily metal album review. Hoping you also enjoyed yesterday's selection for your collection. I cover everything in Apple's metal music selection exclusively. My reviews test drive, analyze, and break down the newest extreme releases from my weekly charts so you don't have to. I'll pair today's review album up with another extreme pick for you to add to your collection afterwards. Because, you know, you love getting more new metal music, right? Today's selected album is Mirror's Edge EP by Northlane, and it's the band's latest album up for a fresh Redline review. I hope you're ready. Let's go ahead and break this one down. In Apple Music, I open the band's page and I see that there are 6 strong-sounding tracks totaling 23 minutes. A little long, actually, for an EP. Usually they're 15 to 16 minutes or whatever. So this is a bonus EP, I think. Album cover artwork, as you can see, is quite the geometrical masterpiece. Doesn't have any fonts, so I added them up at the top left-hand corner for you. Kudos to the artists for the creative work here. They classified themselves in Apple Music as metal. Between that, the album artwork, the song titles, and a quick sound check, I visualize something heavy and likely smart and very refined. Are you a Northlane fan? What about your predictions? Let me know in the comments. My genre description before I start the review, it's going to be metalcore or prog or hardcore. We'll see if that changes in the end, though, during my reveal. Track 1 opens with tremendous drama, depth, and range. It's only about 60 seconds long here. Then it explodes into track 2 seamlessly with big, crunchy, strong guitar riffs, rhythms with thick bass guitar, and thunderous percussions with exceptional vocals. I love the range of the vocals here. This is a massive, thought-provoking entry into the album, and right away I am absolutely hooked here on Northlane. Track 3 smashes open with huge metalcore sound. Fry and clean vocals abound here, big stabbing rhythms and melodies, usually reserved for most popular hooks. This is like a pop area, I find. Range is phenomenal. This is astounding music so far. Track 4 has big locomotive power with some of the sweetest, stylish melodies I believe I've ever heard. Beautiful stuff. The range is immense. Track 5 is melodic, yet has slight elements of fast talking like a hip hop, with a huge foundation of rhythmic power and grind here. It's a tremendous mix of dirty meets clean with uniqueness. And track 6 finishes the album with absolutely astounding everything all the way through. The melodies, the rhythms, that big gent guitar sound, the range of vocals, absolutely tremendous. In summary, I love the melodic yet electronic feel with that massive stabbing gent-style rhythm work here. And the live show, I can imagine, must be outstanding. Overall, this is an incredible cross-genre group where grace meets grit. Kudos to Northlane. What a tremendous EP here. A great body of work. Recording and sound quality was professional. Production and musicality, I believe, was a combination of raw and refined energy, in my opinion. I'm going to rate the overall levels of rhythm and tempo on the higher side, between a 5, 6, and even a 7, 7+ intensity range. The harmonies and melodies were massive, with a huge range as well at a level 6, 7, and 8, maybe even 8+ range of presence in this album as well. I find the lyrical theme is elements of life becoming a mainstream or radio act here. It's a certainty. This stuff here belongs on mainstream radio, but that's okay. This is really tremendous stuff on either side. The range, flow, and layout of the album is consistent, and the tracks are, in fact, ranged with absolute care here. I'm going to describe the vocals as energetic, very, very nice, clean, and fry ranges, while the guitar work is energetic, crunchy, clean, with awesome chording, riffs, and attack all the way through. Bass section was big, deep, and finally the drums and percussion performance was intricate with such full sound and great snap top to bottom. I love the use of the synthesizer work. It gave a very airy feel to the entire album as well, so it was heavy and beautiful all at the same time. Had all this tremendous sound sampling sprinkled throughout. Overall, the energy and intensity here, I believe, is massive. They are very unique, and I can't match them up with any single band because there's nobody really like this. Perhaps Spirit Box or Sleep Token for diversity. Don't get me wrong there with the terminology. They don't sound like them. Trust me, Northlane sounds like Northlane, but their level of departure is in league with these two bands. The temperature rating is cooler to the touch, I feel, here at a level 7 or 8 plus of breezy intensity with a very light and dark tonality feel combined, which I'm going to set at a level 7 or 8 or maybe even an 8 plus intensity shade. The overall color of this album I describe personally as rainbows, the whole gamut of everything in an emotional package here. The album cover is a great match for the music, for sure. General feeling I had during this session was chilling electricity through the blood. It led me to give this album an internal seismic reading of 8.8 on my Richter scale. This is a massive album here. This is going to be great music easily on a walk or that road trip, you know. The reveal here, my predictions from earlier were about 50-50. I said metalcore, prog, or hardcore. My genre description now is about the same. However, there's other elements in there which I really haven't come across yet. And when I went to the official bio, it says that they are metal, gent, indie, and prog metal. Never heard of indie prog metal before, which means I got the prog right anyway. My favorite tracks, every single one of them were quite colorful. I love them all. Finally, of course, it's going to go into my library. And lastly, for you, stream them for yourself, okay? And let me know if they move you, okay? And that's it for another episode of Redline Reviews. I'm going to dig into my treasure chest for you here. And the only thing I can find that had like a brilliant amount of color here was Illumis Shade, Another Side of You. That's just to say thanks for hanging out with me today. And a recap. Yesterday, during episode 107, I reviewed Lifeless Birth by Necrot, and I added Creation Undone by Mortis Skull. Pretty good match here from my secret stash in the end. And that is your 4 albums in about 7 minutes, I believe. See that last episode for the full scoop. Stream them for yourself and see if all of these are for you. Lastly, everybody, please remember to support all of your artists, okay? Stream them, engage them on social properly, and buy the merch. See them live if you can. Join me again soon for another episode of Redline Reviews. Don't forget to subscribe and get notified so you can get your new music here first. Cheers, everybody. Happy Friday.